wild sneaker takes. Because I've seen them. And you know what? Sharing is caring, so now you get to see them too. Who would like to sound the alarm on this one right here? My hope, as we close out 2023, we look ahead to 2024, is that more people would take accountability for their actions. Because I don't want to be the villain here, but this is on you. I'm looking at this tweet. This is really what this is, right? Starts on Twitter, still not calling it X. It starts on Twitter. It makes its way over to Instagram, and now it's here. We're discussing it, okay? But let's just break this down because everything goes in phases, okay? Just go ahead and pose the question to anyone that's over 30. Is there ever a time where Jordan 1s, they didn't have the hype that they have right now, or they had in recent years, okay? 2020. They'll tell you, yes, there have certainly been periods where they flew off shelves and where they sat there. That's just life in sneakers. Let me paint the picture, right, of the perfect storm. Okay, like the perfect storm, right? Like you couldn't have written a script any better in 2020 for Air Jordan 1s. Let's just go. Number 1, you had lockdown. Where were you going? Absolutely nowhere. Number 2, you had stimulus money. Okay, disposable income maybe you didn't have before. Number 3, you had time on your hands, more time than anyone knew what to do with it. And do you know what happened? Then you could sit around and you could see the Air Jordan 1 pop up on that For You page, on Tickety Talk, whatever the kids are on all the time. I have a profile, I'm not even on it. But you saw every Jordan 1 pop up on that For You page, which convinced you, of course, in your mind, based on psychology and consumerism, you just had to have it. And you also had the income to get it. Yeah, and then also there was a pretty decent profit margin there. Let's just pop StockX in the corner. And that was the perfect storm for the Air Jordan 1 to take off like you may have thought it never would, but there was a time where they flew off shelves and there was a time where they were discounted down like really heavily. We're not seeing those deep of discounts, but we're seeing a shift. We're seeing a change in Air Jordan 1s, but that's not the problem with this specific tweet here. I would say that times are very different right now. I feel as if there are more releases, but more importantly, I think you just have a much greater opportunity cost in front of you every direction you turn, right? There's something else that can detract your attention from any Jordan 1. So I'm sure it feels as if like hype has died down. Here's where he messed up, okay? This is just my personal opinion. Why are you going all in? Because that's what he said. Why? Like, let me double check. Yeah, you're going all in. You're buying into the hype. Why'd you go all in if it really wasn't you? Like, I feel as if you know if something is, like, really speaking to you, like your style, just you as an individual. You know, or you should know, certainly by the time you're in your, well, I don't know, 20s. You're still developing that style, right? But I just feel like going all in, and it was predicated mostly on hype. You didn't have to dive, like, all the way off the plane. Like, my goodness, like, let's just start with, like, a few baby cliffs. I don't know, 1 or 2 Jordan 1s. Just test it out a little bit. But now he said he's stuck with a few pairs he's barely worn. Okay, so if I had to guess, maybe that's like 5 to 10. I feel bad for you, but this is definitely on you. Now with that last take, you hate to see it. You know, you really do. But with this one, yeah. Absolutely not. Next question. I don't know what you and your household does, okay? But as for this one, for me, myself, and I, we're Team New Balance over here, okay? I don't care if it's a 990 series. I don't care if it's a 327, a 9060, 2002R, 1906. It doesn't matter, okay? This is Team New Balance over here. Maybe even a fuel cell or a warped runner if I'm lucky pretty soon. Let's be clear. This is not a group project. It's not a group purchase, okay? We don't have joint accounts in which we're making these decisions on what to buy. If you're with someone, then sure. But that's not what this is, collectively in sneakers, okay? Also, that would take like a group project. And I hated those in school because I don't like carrying dead weight, nor do I like indecisive people. Now, don't get me wrong, in a very idealistic world, is it possible that we as consumers could collectively speak with our dollar to invoke change in some things we want to see? We could! We could! Can't even say with a straight face. Maybe in like some multiverse, right? I believe that. Just not right now, not in this one. I don't know what Earth this is called in the Spider-Verse, but not in this one, because I haven't seen Peter Parker here, okay? Or Miles Morales. Not in this one here. I don't think we could do it, right? Like, collectively, if even 1 month within a single fiscal quarter, if people just stopped buying into the hype for just 1 month, you'd see some rumbling, some shifting. I think you would see something in these brands. That's just what I personally think. Comment below, do you really think that could happen? If for 1 month, the dollar stopped within sneakers, like, what do you think would happen? I'm curious, just go ahead and comment that. But this isn't a group project, so you being off of something, you wanted to be off of New Balance, do you? Go be off. But we'll never know, honestly, right? So the moral of the story with both of these takes that I've now subjected you to, all right? I suffered, you had to suffer. Just do you. Your taste, your style, your preference, your money, just do you. You focus in on anything else, what the rest of the market is doing, what we're not doing, I promise you that's wasting so much precious time, and you only have so much of it. So just do yourself a favor. Just stop. Right? What you don't stop, though, hopefully, is watching, subscribing, hitting the like button if you like what you saw. Again, these are just random takes. They first occur on Twitter, then they make their way on Instagram. I scroll and see them, roll my eyes a little bit, chuckle inside, and then I said, you know what? Let's bring it here to the channel. Maybe you guys will get a little comical. It could be a cynical laugh as well. It's okay. It's okay. We can be a little sarcastic. Doesn't hurt anybody. I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. And yes, definitely Team New Balance over here. It is hoodie season. Enjoy. Peace.